Super.
You ready to die over dick?
Real crazy.
Yep, you are. I will murder you. I will fucking murder you.
You'd be charged with murder.
Me? That's too bad.
She walked into the interrogation room smiling. Not nervous, not shaken, smiling. A woman was already dead. Yet 17-year-old Janine Gonzalez leaned back in her chair and talked like this was a misunderstanding. She laughed. She joked. She corrected her words when she slipped. Not because of guilt, but because she cared how she sounded. She believed the phone in her hand had protected her. She believed her age had protected her. She believed watching instead of striking meant she was safe. Then detectives pressed play. And in that moment, every belief she had began to fall apart.
So he tells me who's he cheating with and stuff. Once he told me, I was just like, ooh, I just tell her.
On August 11th, 2022, 30-year-old Ashley Bocanegra received a text message that changed everything. The message came from a man named Daniel Gonzalez. Daniel was 23 years old. Ashley and Daniel were both already in serious relationships. Ashley was engaged. Daniel had a partner and a child. Still, they had been seeing each other in secret. No one around them knew. They acted normal in public and hid everything behind closed doors. That afternoon, Daniel texted Ashley and told her his girlfriend had kicked him out. He said he had nowhere to go. He asked her to come meet him. Ashley believed him. They lived in the same apartment complex, so she left her apartment and started walking. She thought she was meeting Daniel. She never did. Ashley left her apartment around early afternoon. 26 minutes later, she came back. She did not look normal. She was bleeding. Her face was swollen. Her body showed clear signs of a beating. She went inside and immediately called her fiancé, Julian Reyes. She told him to come home fast and take her to the hospital. At that moment, Ashley believed she had been badly hurt but would recover. She did not know what was happening inside her body. She did not know that her injuries were already turning deadly. Her pain was not finished. It was only starting.
Where you at? I need to see you. I'm in the bed. I want you here so bad. Meet me, please. I'm going through it. I got kicked out. Are you serious?
That's what I didn't do.
Yeah. That's
what I didn't do.
Let me put some on real quick. All right. I'm outside. Okay. About to come now. How long? Right now, grabbing my keys.
That's a whole
I'm downstairs. Where you at?
Like that. I don't.
Hold on. Getting my shit there.
Crazy,
I'll be there. Okay.
Ashley Bocanegra was born on November 18th, 1991, in New York City. She grew up in the Bronx. Life there was loud and crowded, but it was home. She met Julian Reyes when she was in 8th grade. Julian later said he liked her back then, but never had the courage to speak to her. Years passed. Life moved on. In 2012, they found each other again online. This time, they talked. This time, it stuck. They became a couple. They later had a son together. They were raising him in the Bronx. They were building a life that felt steady. Julian's parents moved to Georgia. During visits, Julian started wanting something different. He wanted quiet streets. He wanted safety. In 2021, Ashley, Julian, and their 7-year-old son moved to Beaufort, Georgia. It was about 35 miles from Atlanta. They moved into a gated apartment complex. Julian said he could support the family, but Ashley wanted to work too. She found a job at Floor & Decor. The store was right next to the apartment complex. It was close. It felt easy. That job is where Ashley met Daniel Gonzalez. The attack happened during the day. It was not hidden. It happened in the middle of the apartment complex street near the leasing office. Cars drove by. A golf cart from the complex passed through. People were nearby. Still, no one stopped it. No one involved called the police.
Wanna get up?
Get off me.
Get off my hair. I'm gonna you up.
Let me go then. Get off me.
Say hi to Daniel.
Get off me.
Say hi to Daniel.
Get the off
You know
me.
he said I could come out here and you up, right?
Okay, good.
You know that, right? He's in the house with our son.
Hey, wow.
He said I could you up. Yep, this is what we do. If I get mad and he knows I'm leaving, he feels sad. He says, I'll let you her up. That's what I'm doing. You up.
All right.
Tell me everything.
Hey, you got it. Get off.
Nope.
No, you ain't got. You don't get to
be
say
on my
so.
man, right? Won't be in front of my man, right?
Get off.
Right? You his manager? I'm getting you fired. That's bias.
Okay,
Yep, that's a conflict of interest. I'm showing this to the job.
Okay.
You're my while he's on the clock. My going there trying to ruin his family. He has a whole son. You're mad for him?
Okay. Get off. Wow.
Here.
Don't stop. What I tell you? Yeah.
Ashley did not. The women who attacked her did not. The only reason police were called was because the leasing manager saw the fight while driving the golf cart. She called 911. If she had not, no report would have existed.
It was two girls fighting, and she's really bloody. I can see the blood from where I'm at. They're fighting on the street.
Officers were sent to the apartment complex. Dispatch told them 3 women were involved. They were last seen walking toward building 300. When officers arrived, a tenant pointed them to apartment 317. The officers walked upstairs. The hallway was quiet. No yelling, no noise. They knocked on the door. Inside were 2 women who would soon change everything about this case.
What's going on today? How you doing, officer? So, what's going on? You can approach if you want.
We just want to make sure everybody's good, so that's why we're here. That's fine, but we'd rather y'all come out here. Can they come out? The females that are in there?
The females out there are fighting.
Yeah.
This girl, she came to my house. She's been sleeping with my fiance. She works over there. She's his manager, and she keeps on forcing him to have sex with her after he's been cut it off, or she's gonna fire him. And we ended up fighting right there because she approached my home. This is my home. She lives all the way over there.
Okay, is everybody in the house right now?
Oh, just me. I'm the only one that fought. Just me. The girl, she left.
Hey, since
Oh, okay.
my name's on the lease and everything here, can we all bring it in?
Yeah, I mean, we will, but you got to give us time. We're not just going to walk up in your apartment, so it's just you 2 in the house right now?
I'm heartbroken.
And your sister? Okay.
A female came to my home.
So we're just making sure everybody's okay because a third party called.
Is your sister involved?
The people were
My sister?
Yeah, is she?
No, that's my sister-in-law.
Is she involved?
She was there.
Are you 2 arguing, or are you guys?
No, we're not arguing.
Okay, so let's go inside. So we're not.
Inside apartment 317 were Antonetta Stevens and Janine Gonzalez. Antonetta was 27. Janine was 17. Antonetta told police she was engaged to Daniel Gonzalez. She said Ashley was Daniel's manager at work. She claimed Ashley was having an affair with him. Janine was Daniel's younger sister. She was visiting from out of town. Antonetta said Daniel tried to end the affair, but Ashley would not let him. She claimed Ashley threatened to fire him. Antonetta cried. She spoke loudly about betrayal. She pointed to her young son. She talked about family. Everything felt forced, like a performance. Ashley had visible injuries. Still, she did not want to press charges. Antonetta and Janine also refused. Because this was not a domestic case, police could not act without a complaint. With no cooperation, the case was dropped. Later, officers watched body camera footage again. One line stood out. Antonetta said, "I wish she could fight. If you're going to cheat on somebody, know how to fight." That sentence mattered. It suggested Ashley never fought back. It would later become important. After the beating, Antonetta and Janine took Ashley's phone. They said they wanted to call Ashley's fiancé and expose her. Ashley refused to give it up. She followed them back to apartment 317. She knocked hard on the door. Daniel opened it and gave her phone back. Ashley could barely walk. She limped back to her apartment while calling Julian. Her body was already failing her. Julian arrived home about 40 minutes later. The doorbell camera recorded him. When he went inside, he saw Ashley naked on the bed. She had not cleaned herself. She had not moved much. She had taken off her clothes and laid down. Julian helped her dress. They left 6 minutes later. The camera confirmed it. They went to the hospital, hoping it was enough. Julian drove Ashley to Northside Hospital in Forsyth County. It was a 28-minute drive. Another Northside hospital was closer, but he did not go there. No one knows why. During the drive, Ashley vomited red liquid. Doctors could not confirm if it was blood. When a nurse learned Ashley had been assaulted, she called police, as required by law.
I was calling to report an assault on one of my patients who came to the ER.
Do you know what type of assault it was?
It was a physical assault. She said she was in an apartment complex and two ladies just came and attacked her.
Yeah, I'll put it in and try for an officer to call. And will the patient be able to answer if an officer calls her?
Yes.
Around 4 in the afternoon, an officer called Ashley at the hospital. Ashley said she left home around 12:40 to run errands and buy Julian a birthday cake. She said she was waiting for an Uber when 2 women approached her. One said, "She matches the description." Then they attacked her. Ashley said she did not know them. She denied having an affair. She refused to press charges again. With no complaint, police closed the case.
Well, because right now it was my fiance's birthday, so I went to go run some errands to go, grab him the cake and stuff like that. So I was outside waiting for my Uber. I see these 2 females walking around. They look kind of iffy, like they was getting into something, but I didn't think anything of it. And then they started me. All I hear is that she matches the description. And then out of nowhere, literally they just came and attacked me out. I don't know, like bruises or anything like that.
So you were saying that some 2 females just randomly attacked you, and this has nothing to do with you sleeping with one of your employees. Just so you know, the police were called out there, and we did respond because somebody that works at that apartment complex went and called in, and we have already talked to both parties, and they told us that she found out you were sleeping with her fiance. Y'all went outside and had words, and y'all got into a mutual fight, is what the information we have. Does that sound about right?
Well, they got the wrong person then, because that's not what happened to me, because I was literally standing out there waiting for a cab. So, unless they were looking for somebody or what, but, sorry, keep coughing.
Police believed it might be a mistake, a jealous partner attacking the wrong person, but doctors saw something worse. Ashley kept coughing during the call. Fluid filled her lungs. Scans showed severe internal damage. This was not just a beating. This was life-threatening. Doctors decided Ashley needed another hospital. She was airlifted to Northside Gwinnett. That night, around 10 p.m., Ashley Bocanegra died. The case changed instantly. This was no longer an assault. It was a homicide. Homicide detectives took over. They needed answers. Was this an accident? Was it self-defense? Or was it murder? They quickly learned Antonetta had lied. They also learned Ashley had not told the truth. Nothing was simple anymore. Antonetta asked for a lawyer. Detectives moved on. Janine Gonzalez was 17. In Georgia, that meant she was treated like an adult. No parent was needed. She was read her rights. Janine did not ask for a lawyer. She talked freely. She acted like nothing serious had happened. She believed she had done nothing wrong.
Well, I do want to speak with a lawyer just because of how sensitive the situation is. I will say that, I don't go out looking to harm anybody. That's not my intention. I do feel, very remorseful about anything that has happened with that young lady. I'll also say that, it wasn't my intention to even get into an altercation with her today. She came over to my place of residence looking for my fiance. We argued. I was hit. We fought. I feel really bad, but, I don't know. I'm just, it's just too much.
Janine told detectives about the day before the attack. She saw Daniel and Ashley walking together after work. They went to a convenience store. At the same time, Janine and Antonetta went there too. They saw them together. Words were exchanged. They were angry, but no one touched anyone. The fight waited until the next day. Janine said Daniel came home around 10 in the morning and went to sleep. Janine took his phone. She said she wanted to show Antonetta the messages between Daniel and Ashley. Janine and Antonetta claimed they did not send the texts that lured Ashley outside, but records showed Daniel stopped texting around 11:30. An hour later, someone used the phone. Daniel was asleep. Janine had the phone. Antonetta said Ashley came to their apartment first. Janine said that was not true. Ashley never went there first. That lie collapsed the defense. Investigators now believed Ashley had been tricked and intercepted. But Janine first said she never touched Ashley. Detectives stayed quiet. They let her talk. She changed her story. She admitted to hitting Ashley a little. The truth was worse. Janine kicked Ashley at least 3 times. Those kicks likely killed her. Janine sat in the chair and talked for almost 30 minutes. She laughed while speaking. She joked. Her voice never dropped. There were no pauses, no tears, no hesitation. She already knew Ashley was dead. Yet she spoke as if nothing serious had happened. The tone felt casual, almost playful, like she was describing a minor problem instead of a fatal attack.
We walked to Quick Trip. As we're walking to Quick Trip, both of them are walking together from Quick Trip. So they're just now leaving, and we're just now coming. So Antonetta's like, is that Daniel walking? So now she runs to him like, who is this? So he's like, oh, it's my worker or whatever. Mind you, before we walked to Quick Trip, we asked him, when you go on your break, can you take us to the store? He said he couldn't leave on his break. So when we saw them walking, it was like, you just said you couldn't leave on your break. Now you walking with her to the store? So she was upset now. After that, she's kicking Daniel or whatever. She don't want to live with him no more. It's either he gonna leave or she's gonna leave. And you know, she gotta leave the kids, everything. So it would make sense if he just left. So he's getting kicked out, whatever. And then I guess she was coming to see him. He was being kicked out. I don't know. I was in those messages. I'm not sure what was that. But I guess she was coming to see him because he was getting kicked out. And Antonetta saw the messages. So she decided, like, yeah, now she's about to come see you. Now I'm about to beat her up. Because you just saved me from her the other day. No, you know that's how it was. So she's coming. So Antonetta and me, we go. And she comes to the house, you know, big fight. So, after the fight, we took her phone. We were going to call her husband to let her know that, you know, to stir some out. She started banging on the door like crazy because, you know, we got her phone. She wants her phone back. Yeah. So then they'll give her her phone back.
Detectives noticed how relaxed she was. She smiled while talking about the assault. She smiled while mentioning Ashley. She smiled while describing her own actions. The atmosphere felt wrong. A woman had died, and Janine showed no emotional reaction to that fact. She treated the fight like it barely mattered. In her version, it was quick and messy, but harmless. Ashley was fine afterward. People were exaggerating. Everyone was dramatic. The laughter returned. Detectives stayed quiet and let her continue. They wanted comfort to turn into carelessness. Janine believed she was safe. She believed the camera protected her. She believed her age protected her. She believed talking first protected her. She acknowledged knowing about the affair. In her view, Ashley understood what she was doing and deserved consequences. She framed it as broken rules and girl code. The responsibility always pointed outward. There was no discussion of pain or fear. The focus stayed on pride, embarrassment, and anger. The assault was framed as a lesson, not violence. When the phone was brought up, the issue was dismissed. Nothing was stolen. The phone was taken briefly. The plan was to get Ashley to the apartment. Giving it back later was supposed to erase the act. Detectives explained that force plus taking property equals robbery. The word did not register. Robbery sounded absurd. The law was called strange. Responsibility was pushed away again. Detectives repeated the explanation. Using force and taking property is robbery. The response was laughter. The fight was minimized again. 2 minutes. Maybe 3. Ashley walked away. Ashley talked afterward. Nothing looked serious. People fall and recover all the time.
So you clear on your charges?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. It's robbery.
Robbery? What? Robbery?
Yeah.
We didn't steal her phone. We took it so she could come to the house.
Oh, you took it?
Yeah,
You didn't steal it.
she got her phone back. I told you she wasn't leaving unless we gave her back her phone. We just did it so we could call her husband, but we changed our mind.
Okay.
We had her phone today. She got her phone back.
She said it was okay for you to take it?
No.
Okay, yeah, that's a robbery.
Then the charge was introduced: murder.
The other charge is murder.
Murder?
Yep. You're being charged with murder.
Me?
Yep.
That's too
deep.
bad.
That's deep, right?
Yeah, that's fucking insane.
Yeah.
No. What? Murder? I barely laid hands on her. All I did was pull her hair.
The shift was immediate. Smiling stopped. The voice changed. The reaction was disbelief. Questions came fast. How was that possible? This had to be a joke. Killing was never intended. Filming was supposed to matter. Being there was not the same as doing it. That belief collapsed in real time. The camera offered no protection. Detectives explained felony murder. If someone dies during another serious crime, everyone involved is legally responsible. Intent does not matter. Outcome does. Janine went quiet. She nodded. Confusion replaced confidence. One final question surfaced about filming. The answer was simple. The recording made the case stronger. Once the interview ended, Janine's phone was taken into evidence. Earlier officers treated the incident as a basic fight. Ashley's death changed everything. Statements and timelines now supported arrest warrants. Both Janine and Antonetta were charged with robbery, aggravated battery, and felony murder. The law did not separate their roles. Antonetta did not grasp the severity. There was an assumption that age would create distance. Georgia law does not work that way. Felony murder does not work that way. There was also no awareness of how much Janine had already revealed. When informed of the charges, irritation surfaced, especially over robbery. Blame shifted again. Ashley was framed as the cause, even in death. Janine reacted differently. Robbery did not make sense. Taking was not stealing. Returning should cancel it. That logic failed immediately. Violence plus taking property completed the crime the moment they walked away with the phone. Both women were arrested, photographed, restrained, and jailed. Search warrants followed quickly. Antonetta's apartment was searched. Both phones were examined. Over the next days, the picture became clear. This was not random. It was planned. Ashley was lured. She was hunted inside her own complex.
What to do what? That's all I wanted. Okay, yes, definitely watch SpongeBob.
3 young boys are now left without a mother to care for them. Antonetta Stevens and Janine Gonzalez are each currently serving 20 years for voluntary manslaughter and robbery by force at Arendelle State Prison.
The most damaging evidence came from Janine herself. She recorded everything. The video ran about 13 minutes. The opening portion showed Antonetta using Daniel's phone to message Ashley. The texts were calm and ordinary. Nothing warned Ashley. After that, the video followed Antonetta and Janine as they moved through the complex, waiting and searching. When Ashley appeared between buildings, they rushed her. The attack was immediate. Antonetta struck first. Ashley did not approach them. Ashley did not provoke them. Ashley did not fight back. This was not self-defense. It was not mutual. Antonetta's earlier claims collapsed instantly. During the assault, threats were made. Antonetta's voice was captured saying she would murder Ashley. Regardless of later claims, the violence and mindset were clear.
I will murder you. I will fucking murder you.
The video also exposed Janine's role. There was no small hit. Camera movement showed multiple kicks. Investigators counted at least 3 kicks to Ashley's side. Faces were unclear during the motion, but Antonetta said Janine's name immediately before the kicks. There was no doubt about involvement. On video, Ashley does not appear to be dying. That is what makes the case disturbing. The body can hide catastrophic damage. In this case, internal injuries worsened over hours. The adrenal gland ruptured. The liver was damaged. The lungs filled with fluid. The autopsy ruled the death a homicide caused by assault injuries. The robbery was also captured. After the beating, the phone was taken. Ashley followed them back and knocked until Daniel returned it. Confusion later did not matter. The law was clear. Recording continued, even after the attack. Inside the apartment, Antonetta woke Daniel and admitted using his phone to lure Ashley. The assault was described openly. Janine sent the video to Antonetta. Screenshots were sent to Daniel along with mocking messages and warnings. The tone showed pride, not regret. In jail, the narrative shifted again. Blame was redirected toward Julian. The claim was that Ashley was injured later at home. The timeline destroyed that theory. Julian arrived, helped her dress, and left within 6 minutes. Medical evidence confirmed the fatal injuries came from the kicks. Letters passed between the women revealed the plan. Another inmate reported it. Detectives added it to the file. Both women eventually pleaded guilty. Trial was avoided. The pleas were for voluntary manslaughter and robbery by force. Each received 20 years in prison. Evidence removed all doubt. Every movement was tracked. Every message matched a timestamp. The path Ashley walked was mapped minute by minute. Waiting, searching, and rushing were all documented. Every lie failed once the evidence spoke. The case closed with no place left to hide. What started as jealousy turned into planning. What felt like a lesson turned into a homicide. And what was meant to expose someone else ended up exposing everything. Ashley never knew she was walking into a trap. If this story stayed with you, leave a comment, say her name, and if you want to keep following cases like this, subscribe.